never slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no...
Together there, they're sorting themselves out for the second place in the cup.
Danish up into fifth.
So Marco Morelli has his ride already, but he isn't slowing down at all. He's right on really to pick up a couple of points to go back in front of Hakim Danish in the battle for second place in the cup.
Now as well, just off the back of this group, he's the real beneficiary of the melee that ensued. Turns one and
Zen's tail and ahead of Hakim Danish.
What a character! What a character! Go on, Morelli! That is such a crying shame, isn't it? Goodness me. Well, we turn our attention back to, but it's Pugliese now leading.
The Italian in front of the home crowd, and there's plenty of people.
He is well up in a third place too. This is his signing off ride from Rookies Cup. Not only is he passed then, so it could well be Uriarte and Veda, your top two. But who
to cheer him on this weekend? He wasn't thrilled with yesterday's race at all, but this is his chance to sign him.
3 years, but he's already announced to join the Aspar team alongside Maximo Quiles in Moto3 next. Who will win the final race of the year? Morelli leads from Gonzalez, who really wants that
front of his home crowd. Oh, and he's looking determined. They're weaving and bucking around.
No plan B he came into Rookies Cup with. Plan A has well and truly worked out. Position in the standings in his debut season in Rookies, and Mitani wants another podium.
There is he on the brakes, but he gets it turned okay.
We got Veda Pratama just...
That's right, and he's looking for his first win of this season. He had 2 wins, he won.
So there is Danish limping around again then.
And it's something that Marco Morelli
losing a place to Danish there. So Danish, well, this is what happens then. Danish back to his very best.
Harris and Aston last year in Rookies Cup, but although he's got a couple of thirds and said yesterday, he said, you know, when you're aware that the guys around you are battling for the cup and you're not in the running, he said.
He moves alongside Brian Uriarte, looks up the inside of Carbone, but thinks better of it. Well,
and yesterday he'd love to sign off with another victory. There he is, the number 95. Some part of you wants to say, okay, I better, you know, keep away from them. He said, but I don't think...
Well, with first place in the championship lost, Danish now really wants that second place to move up into
Argentine 18-year-old.
And he's got the 95 of Lightning McQueen on top of his helmet as well.
Like that, he said, you've just got to race and not make any mistakes, and that's what he did superbly yesterday.
Maybe the Moto3 World Championship win.
And it still is the number 31 in front, Giulio Pugliese.
He really, a little tribute to the Cars film, as well as he moves into...
He's a little bit even more care to the wind today because he's out front and he's ahead. He's 16-year-old Italian.
We are all concertinaing up, aren't we? Second place, Veda tried to get it back on him, but missed out that time around. He also, Morelli, loves the ins
of the number 11 of David Gonzalez.
Pure respect is Marco Morelli, isn't he? Really like that. Veda Pratama just off the back. Marco Morelli 6th, Mitani 7th. Car Pushins there as well. He sideline here at turns 9 and 10. We saw that yesterday. It nearly brought him a bit of grief as well as the attitude from him. And this is him back to his very, very best. What a way to sort of announce. Obviously had the crash yesterday with Veda Pratama, and that, which, you know, very unfortunate. No long lap for Car Push. Had it too inside a couple of times, nearly clipping the back wheels of various riders.
That's right, but
best yourself onto the Moto3 grid permanently. You will be seeing him actually in Moto3 for the rest of the... I mean, that was a pure racing incident when there's that many riders in such a short, literal space.
Assuming that he's kept the same gearing as yesterday, he and Brian are on the short gearing, so he can do that time.
Yeah, as he fills in as the number 90. You know, things are going to go wrong, aren't they?
And fastest lap of the race so far for line, and still get a good drive on the green stuff. Brian Uriarte has to watch out. You know, too many.
I think he's 95 in Moto3 as well, but we've already seen him a couple of times. But we'll be seeing him permanently as well.
Guillaume Planck, the Frenchman, in 10th place.
And then Kermantines, the Venezuelan, had that
excursions onto the green, and he's going to have a long lap penalty. But he's obviously trying to get away, and he's
well next year as well.
Right, we're into the second part of the race now, and Marco Morelli still has the advantage. But
yesterday as well, 146.5 was substantially slower than yesterday, but with the wet patch,
he's not getting away from from Marco Morelli.
Yeah, Morelli definitely.
David Gonzalez looking for a way past any time. Brian Urate has been pushed back there to the back of the
around. That's no surprise.
Yeah, as you say, it's all concertinaed up very much, hasn't it? There's only
Catching him sector by sector, isn't he? And as long as Pratama, Mitani and Dinesh, as well as
that pack, but I don't think he's going to just hang in there too long. He's already passed, is it Zen Mitani, to take a couple of seconds covering the top 19 or so.
Carter Thompson up into 12th. Gonzalez keep it fairly tidy as well. They'll be back on it, and that is not your usual overtaking place for Dap.
Fourth place, Veda Pratama, and Brian goes inside. That's an unusual
place. Yesterday he finished up in 6th position. That is a really, really good ride for Gonzalez. Very nicely done indeed. Well done, that man.
He'll go anywhere, won't he, Dave? He's in line for him, but he's got that low gear. He can get the drive out, and he does so.
From the Australian up from 12th position, he was said it's all right. Yeah, and I've edited.
The man on form superbly, and very much, hoping to pick up a Moto3 ride for next year. So he's alongside Veda Pratama, 51 and 54 side by side down the back straight.
Is anything less than a podium is not satisfactory for Carter.
No, indeed. He needs to.
Marco Morelli was a second quicker than everybody else on track that time around, near enough. A 145
ahead of the 34 of Zen Mitani through the super fast flat out right-hander. To just have that great result at the end of the season that he's, he had some really superb.
5.3, goodness gracious.
Man, that's incredible, isn't it? Absolutely superb. And Brian not allowing wins, and of course a winner, in race 2. So he's got to get back to that sort of form.
The step up that Morelli's absolutely in the groove. This is like what we saw from one of his 2 wins back last.
Marco Morelli or David Gonzalez to get away. He wants to get back on the tail there.
Carter Thompson's mate this year has been very, very noticeable. Australia certainly has another name to cheer. No, it was actually Morelli who set the fastest lap. That graphic on your screen.
Superb. Just the 5 of them now. They really have
here for in the future in World Championships.
Of course, it's his 3rd season, so he will not be back in the rookie.
Is wrong.
Okay, right. So Brian Urate has the advantage. He's now got split away from Karpushin and the rest.
Yeah, 1.6 the second. The gap
Cup next season.
Oh, not another Holmes has gone down. Oh, that is such a shot.
Marco Morelli locked onto the rear to Pirelli of that KTM.
Was last time around, but Karpushin, very, very strong rider, set personal best lap time. That is not the way he wants to sign off from his 2nd year in rookies. Joel Martinez has gone down, unfortunately, at turn 2. That's a shame. I think the same happened yesterday, didn't it? Last time around was half a second quicker than the leaders. So will he be able to respond with Fonz, one of the loveliest characters that we have?
But it's his 6th fall in a race, in a Rookies Cup race this